The Audi Q5, Audi's bestseller, is a massive deal in the US. Over 1.6 million first-generation Q5s hit the road, and more than 1 million second-generation models are out there right now. For Audi, the mid-size SUV is big business that they cannot afford to lose to the X3 and GLC. On the other hand, Genesis is just starting to make a name for itself in the luxury market, and with the 2026 GV70, it's aiming to create a compact luxury SUV that's in many ways nicer and posher than similarly priced rivals. But does it actually succeed in doing so and even beating the Audi Q5? Well, that's exactly what we'll figure out by the end of this video. So, without any further ado, let's jump into it. The 2026 Audi Q5 is a softer, refined design of the current model with a new grille that's now slightly smaller, flanked by two large air inlets. The headlights and their lighting signature are also new, but the whole front end's design is nothing special, continuing Audi's reputation of playing it safe when it comes to design. From the side, there are no sharp lines unlike the previous generation, with subtle sculpting through the door panels and a black piece of trim towards the base of the doors to try and distinguish some of the visual mass of the profile. As for wheels, it comes standard with 18 inches, with 19s and 20s being optional, while the SQ5 starts at 20s and offers 21s with performance tires. Out back, again, it's been completely redesigned, but it's far more interesting than the front, with a massive light bar that spans the entire width of the tailgate, connecting new taillights made up of 266 different OLED elements. The bumper is also new and ties the whole look together with real exhaust tips this time around instead of fake plastic ones. Genesis design, on the other hand, is anything but safe. Instead of a square grille with two lights on each side, the designers flawlessly implemented the brand's split headlights and shield-shaped grille, giving it a unique identity in a segment full of copycats. The side profile is really good looking because of two design choices. One is the hood being longer than the typical SUV, and the second one being a lower overall height. Both of these elements make it look longer and wider than the Q5, when in fact they are fairly similar in both aspects. Wheel size choices are more limited, however, on the GV70 at either 19s or 21 inches. Out back, the smooth tailgate is clean and uses a gentler angle for the rear glass, unlike the upright slants of the Audi. The bumper design differs by trim levels, with the highest two models getting real exhaust tips out of the back. Overall, both SUVs are very good looking in their own rights, but the GV70's proportions and futuristic design takes the win for me here. Jumping inside, instead of the old Q5 attractive but somewhat basic design, this generation is completely new. There is a layer of luxurious materials that extends from one door, across the dash, and to the other door to provide the cabin with a sense of coziness. Then there is the digital stage, which supports an 11.9-inch version of Audi's digital cockpit and a 14.5-inch touchscreen. A third 10.9-inch passenger display provides entertainment and lets passengers input navigations or watch YouTube videos, for example. The new screens are a massive change from the 2024 model, so they had to redesign the dashboard. The vents are now slimmer, but the worst change is that the physical climate controls are now integrated into the screen, which is a massive downgrade from the previous generation, in addition to the steering wheel's buttons now being capacitive. As for Genesis, the GV70's interior is a classy joint, all soft-touch materials and clean-flowing lines, which really stands in contrast to the Q5's whole ethos. It features the same two-tier design, however, that wraps around and connects with the doors, but unlike the Q5, there are fewer sharp lines and more circles. The largest of the ovals stretches across the dashboard from the driver's door to the glove box. Just below it, there is the climate controls, which uses a combination of physical dials and a capacitive touchscreen. The two outermost air vents are hidden with a thin metal divider running across the dashboard. This piece of metal continues on the door panels, including the rear ones, which gives the cockpit design a more unified feel front to back. As for infotainment, you will be happy to know that the huge landscape-style 14.5-inch infotainment screen is standard on all trims. Genesis' latest user interface is easy to understand, though the touchscreen might be hard to reach for some. Thankfully, there is a rotary dial in the center console to easily access the menus. It's now a short raised cylinder of a dial to make using it easier on the move. Wired Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard. Overall, while both interiors feature their own distinctive design, the Genesis GV70 again is the winner here, with a superior build quality and premium feel compared to that of the Q5. As for passenger and cargo space, the Q5 supported front seats get 41 inches of legroom and 39.5 inches of headroom, putting it in line with most of its competition. In the back, again, you get generous space both in terms of leg and headroom. The comfy reclining rear seats, heated and higher trims, makes the most of this stretched out space, which makes the Q5 a genuinely comfortable ride for 4 adults. As for cargo space, it has grown slightly, swallowing 27.5 cubic feet with all the seats up. Fold the 40-20-40 second row down and that number more than doubles to 58 cubes. Genesis seats, on the other hand, which are specific to the Sport Prestige, are overly firm while the chairs and the lesser trims are softer. Rear comfort is good with similar legroom compared to the Q5, while the headroom is slightly compromised due to the sloping roofline. As for cargo space, the GV70 offers slightly more space with 29 cubic feet with all the seats up. Fold the second row down and you get a smaller 57 cubic feet compared to the Audi. So which one should you get? Well, I think this is actually an easy one. With the GV70, Genesis essentially combined the poshness and clean design of the larger GV80 SUV while trying to offer some of the engagement found in the Q5. The result is a compact SUV that blends style, comfort, and driving excitement at a price that won't break the bank, making it the winner in this comparison.